y'all. Trying to get everything, trying to get all the invites sent out to everyone. So if you're here, give me 1 second to get these shared. There's one. And I wished I could do this ahead of time, but I can't. All right, put it on the main page. We are live, not lice. Come blur a brand new. See up there. All right, there we go. As you come in, let me know you're here so I make sure everything is working correctly. Hello, happy Friday. Close this. All that's good. All right, very good. We're here. Perfect. Hey, Linda. So glad you're here. Linda's here. Who else is joining us today? Tell me hi below. I am so excited for you guys to learn this. I have done things ahead of time because I really want you to see the effects of this because it's unbelievable. I am so excited to show it to you. And as always, the longest part of these techniques is getting prepared. Doing all the back work and the leg work. Pouring it takes no time at all. It's getting your resin ready, getting your colorants ready. That takes the longest. But, y'all, I'm so excited for this. You don't know. It's crazy. All right. While I'm letting people come in, I'm going to get these colorants all ready because I want to let the majority of today's video be the reaction after we pour this. I'm going to give you the step-by-step. First, let's talk about that. This is an 8-inch round mold. And I already did all of my math. And if you have questions about how to break it down, send me a message. I'm happy to help you work it out because mapping is the hardest part of resin, especially for something like this. So this is an 8-inch round, and we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Here's all of our colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a clear push. So my 8-ounce round, and it's a 1/2 inch thick, takes 14 ounces of resin to totally fill. So what I did is I'm pouring 1.5 ounces per color, which leaves us with, what did I figure? 9, let's see, 3, 6, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. So 3, 6, 7.5, 9, 10.5 ounces for all of my colors. And then what's left, I have for a clear push. And you'll understand why at the end. So just trust me. I know the math is hard, but I went with 1.5 ounces per color. And then the remainder I will use in a clear push or until I reach the top. So if my measurements are off a little bit, I'm going to do my clear push until we get to the top and then just let it go. Let it react and do its thing. But first things first, we have to get our colorants together. And I'm using my transparent ink. This is a garnet, which I think is like a pink, honestly. And I want to put 10 drops. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, going to put 10 drops of each colorant, and I'm going to mix it up. And this is transparent ink, so it's going to be see-through. Yeah, look, that's a bright pink, y'all. Super bright pink. So I have 1.5 ounces of resin, 10 drops of this super bright pink, which is awesome. It's going to do so well in this project. All right, so let me move to my next color, and I'm going to put my colors out of the way. So we're going to do this for each one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 10 drops on each, and I'm just going to put the drops in, and then we'll just stir it. Do y'all have any big plans this weekend? Are you excited that we're actually in October now? How crazy is that? Bring on Halloween and all the fall. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring in all the fall festivities, crafts. This is our purple. And I'll explain all of this as we go. Right now, I'm prepping colors. So if you're just tuning in, all we're doing is adding transparent ink to our resin, which for each of my colors, I have 1.5 ounces because I'm using an 8-ounce round mold. That's 1/2 inch deep. So there's purple. And make sure that you stir these well, y'all, and you don't have little pieces, or because you know sometimes the top of these bottles, when we open them, it'll have dried color on the edge, and that can leave, and I don't see any. So you can look and see if you have any dark little specks or anything like that that might have fallen off the top of your bottle into your. So we're just mixing this. We have blue. So far we've mixed garnet, which is like a hot pink, purple, this blue. I have a yellow. And then I have a pink tint, an interference powder, and a paste. So this, y'all, is like if a puddle pour, a dragon scale, and a bloom all got married and had a baby. This is what this is going to be. You're going to freak when you see this reaction. Oh, I can't wait. This is so fun. Like I told y'all, prepping is the longest and hardest part. And if you want to know time-wise, I poured my resin and separated it into these smaller cups about 15, 20 minutes ago. So we're not really pushing it on time. Now this, y'all, where's my... This tint, I can tell you, is super messy. So I am preparing ahead of time. And I'm actually going to use my baby wipe to open this. One, 2, 3. And I'm putting 10 of everything. All right. Now, I am wiping this off as I close it because it is a hot mess if you don't. All right, going to put our tint to the side, throw that in trash. Look at that, y'all. Isn't that gorgeous? And the tint is the same thing as a transparent ink. They're all the same thing. It doesn't matter how much you put in, it's always going to be transparent. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Fall is my favorite, too. I tell you. Hey, Tamara. Happy you're here. Are you excited to learn this? Y'all, I've been teasing this. Did I tease you good? I left y'all wondering. All right, so we have our tint mixed. Now we're going to move on to our interference powder. And we're not going to put 10 of this in there. We're just going to, see that? That's all I'm going to add in this. Well, maybe a little more. All right, that's the gold interference powder. Y'all see that? It just has that gold shimmer. And the interference powders are like a sneak peek. Do you know how when I did the opal effect? If you haven't watched that video, that's what this is. This is just a hint of the color. You can add this interference powder to a darker mica or a darker paste, and you see you get that hint of gold. It's not a solid gold, it's just like a little tease. Hey, I'm gold, I'm hiding in here. That's what the interference powder does. So we have that ready. I want to make sure that it's good mixed. I don't want any lumps from mica, any powder lumps. So I'm scraping down my sides so nothing is stuck there. I want to make sure it's all incorporated. Okay, so there you see, gold interference. Now, we have white paste. And y'all, I don't want a lot of this. And this is still pretty stirred up where I used it a minute ago for a different project. So I don't have to stir it, but if it's been sitting, stir it. Maybe a little more. And you see, that's all I did. I dipped the end of the stick. And that's all I'm going to use. Because I want this to be a little darker. Oh, no, 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 no. Y'all, I got a problem here. I did not realize this. My cup is split. Let me pour this into another cup. Wow, how did I not see that, y'all? Holy cow. That's a bad day. Woo! I don't know how I missed that when I poured that resin in there. That's crazy. And it didn't spill out either. Wow, it's insane. All right, so let me throw this in my trash. And I'm going to get I want to make sure that I have 1.5 ounces. So I'm going to pull out my scale. I'm going to wipe this white off first. I want to pull out my scale. All right, so that's good. I'm not worried about that. Now I'm going to mix it. Whew, I can't believe that happened. Holy cow. That was crazy. I've never had that happen before. I want to get all the stuff off. And I want to mix this white good. Now, you see when it comes off my stick that it's like a little darker than 2% milk? It's not like super, super dark, but it's not real transparent either. All right, so that's good. Wow, y'all, look at that mess. I cannot believe that cup was that cracked and resin wasn't flowing out everywhere. Not one drop spilled. I am so shocked. That's crazy. All right. So hopefully that's the only crazy thing we have happen today. That's insane. So we have all of our colors mixed. We have our clear push. And what I'm going to do is I'm not adding, y'all know I love my marabou. I'm not adding it to all of my colors. I'm going to only add it to my tint. So it adds that little bit of sparkle. All right. That's all I'm adding to that. Y'all see that. And all we're going to do is make it shimmery and sparkle and give it that beautiful. Y'all see that? Let me see. Yeah. You see that sparkle in there? All right, so we have our little shimmer. I wanted to show you that. Now, this is the step to making it, okay? We're going to do a dirty pour first, and I have to get another cup because, yeah, I can't believe that was cracked. So we're going to do a dirty pour first, and we're doing that with only our transparent inks. So the 4 colors that we had, the transparent ink, is going to be our dirty pour. That's it. I'm not doing a dirty pour with these. They're all by themselves. So let's do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this in 2 layers. So I'm going to pour half of this resin. I'm just going to pour it down the side. And I'm leaving half in the cup because we're going to do this. Let me get all these sticks out. All right. So we're going to do this in 2 layers, okay? So I have my purple first, then I'm going to do my pink, and we're going to let all this marry and join together, and we'll do blue, then we'll do yellow, and that's okay if it combines together. That's what I want. Then we're going to do the same order, purple, I'm going to pour the rest of it in there. Then we're going to do pink, okay, we'll do our blue, and I'm putting all these cups to the side, ready to go in the trash, and our yellow again. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this around the outside of this mold. And we're going to let all these colors do whatever they want together. And we're just doing that. Okay, so I'm done with that. I'm going to put it to the side with the cups. Then I'm going to take my tint. Okay, with the little sparkly. Remember, we had sparkles. I'm going to pour that around the outside of my circle. And we're pouring all of that in there. Oop. All right, so we're going to put all that together. We're done. Now we're taking our gold interference. Everything goes around the outside. So this is really super easy. You don't have to remember a lot of steps, just the order. So we're doing our gold interference around the outside too. Oh, look at that sparkle. Isn't that pretty? Gonna let all that okay, done with that. We're going to do the same thing with our white. Okay, we're going to go all right. Now comes the tricky part. We have our clear, and we're going to put it in the middle. And you're going to wash your edge. You don't want this overflowing. So we're just pushing it out. And I'm going to leave it because I can see it doming up. Now, I'm leaving it alone. And watch as it starts closing on itself. I'm not doing anything with bubbles. I see a little bubble down here. The center I can spray with alcohol. It's not going to affect. And we're just going to leave it and let it go. And it's going to start closing on itself. dang little bubble wants to be a pain, so I just take it out. There we go. Took it out. Now, we're just going to let resin. And it's going to start closing in on itself. Let me get all of my cups and all that cleaned up, thrown away. And we can see it slowly starting to pull toward the center. And you can see the gold here interacting with the white. And it's going to close down on itself. That's it. That is all that it takes. And see that little spot down there? Right here? That little dark spot? It's from where some of that colorant, I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm going to leave it alone. But that's where some of that colorant came off the bottle and left that little flaky, like dark colored. I'm going to clean up my sticks. And we're just going to let this close. This is what I wanted you guys to see. I wanted to leave enough time for you to see how this starts moving in toward itself. And the beautiful effects that's going to create. Now, we won't be able to unmold this today. But what I will do is I will upload tomorrow a short video that shows you the result of this. So far, do y'all have any questions about what we did? Is it far simpler than what you expected it to be? Do you think you could try this for yourself? Cleaning all these sticks. What do y'all think? Look at it. It's starting to close in and streak and do all that fun stuff. And we get that movement because of the mica. Remember, mica always moves toward the center. So that interference gold, and you can see the gold really popping in this. Y'all, it's gorgeous. I love it. And if you wanted to, you could take some glitter glass. You could take some colored rocks and put down in the center of that. I don't like doing that myself because when I take this out, I have stickers like flowers and different things that I can use to go over that center and really serve as an accent to the design. So I don't think I've ever, maybe one or two times, put something in the center. Oh, interference powders, Tamara, are wonderful. They are so much fun, especially in a dark resin, like a black, and you put some interference powder in it. The effects are amazing. Amazing. And if you want to see how it works in white, you put interference powders in a white resin, and you get like an opal effect. It's really, really cool. I did a video on that, gosh, it's been a while, maybe a year ago. And the effects are unbelievable. It's an easy way to get an opal-like effect with your resin without having to do a lot of work. I mean, you can use iridescent sheets to make that opal effect. You can use just the interference powders to bring a beautiful effect. And all I did was put the powders in white resin and pour them around the mold. I'm just cleaning up my little space here, y'all. All right. I don't want to move this. Oop, I found the husky hair. Because I don't want it to overflow over the edge because it is domed right now. It is domed. And I'm going to do something I tell y'all don't do. I'm going to skin the top of this with a long lighter. These are not alcohol inks. This is not right to the edge. I'm only going to do the center part. So be very, very careful using fire with your silicone molds. This is a very thick mold. and I'm not anywhere near the edge of the mold or the center at the bottom because it's a ½ inch thick. So I'm nowhere near any silicone when I did this with my lighter. So I'm cautioning you, don't bring it out to the edges. I wanted to clear the center. In fact, you know what? Let's just spray it with alcohol. And it is going to add to the effect. That's all right. 99% isopropyl alcohol, look at that, is affecting, it's bringing that resin even more. It's creating beautiful designs. I love it. Oh, y'all, I can't wait. So, man, I tell you, they're great. Less Resin has the best colorants in the game by far that I have seen or used. Their colors stay vibrant. I haven't had a problem at all. And all the colors and stuff that I use for this, I'll put in the description. Once I end the live for today, I'll go back in and edit and put a link to everything that I used. Y'all know I don't get a cut from any of that stuff. I do this because I want to help beginners. You know that. So I really, really, really want you to see this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on a, what do you call it? Not high speed. Is it high speed camera? Y'all, my brain is gone. This week has been crazy. My brain is like, this weekend, forget you. Friday's here. I'm done. We're going to party. So, anyway, I'm going to let this continue to cure, and you see how even more is moving toward the center. And the beautiful creations that we're getting from that movement, it's gorgeous. Now, I can turn it around so y'all can see. There you go. Yes, margaritas, please. For sure. So we have everything done. And I will list the order of operation, taking that from math, of how you need to pour this, what you need to do in the description as well. So really, it's your transparent ink in a puddle pour. Pour it all in one cup, a color at a time. Do that in 2 layers. Pour that first. Then you pour your tint. Pour that around the edge. Then you pour your interference powder. Pour that around the edge. And then last you pour your pigment paste. And then do a push pour to push all the colors out. And let them push out and come back in to create these beautiful effects that we have going on here. Y'all, this is gorgeous. I can't wait for this to be done. And I'm going to do that video for you. But I'm going to end this here. We are only doing 30 minutes today. Oh, before I do that, let me do a giveaway. Who wants a giveaway? Do you want a giveaway? Let's do a giveaway. Why not? Beginning of October. Let's do a new one. Here we go. Are y'all ready? 5 memberships are going out. There we go. Bite me. That's hilarious. Hilarious. Okay. So we did a giveaway. And if you are a channel member, I will be doing members only videos. That means if you have paid and joined the channel and have a paid membership, I'm doing videos just for you. I hope to have the first 1 or 2 uploaded this week. First one this weekend, and then some more next week. So if there's something that you want to see, let me know. Or you want to know more about, let me know if you're a member. And I'm going to make those videos and upload it. So you'll have something special as a thank you from me because, you know, my channel's not sponsored or any of that. So every little bit helps pay for all the resin and the colors and everything that I use in these videos. I appreciate you guys so much. I couldn't do this without you. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. That means everybody who's struggling or wants to learn a brand new technique can find the video. That doesn't cost anything to do. Subscribe to the channel. That is free too. Ding the bell so you don't miss if we have new videos coming. And y'all, I got some, let me show you this. I got some new crushed glass. I can't wait to use because I have a special project that's going to go in. So make sure you ding the bell so you don't miss it. I am excited. Thanks, Tamara. It's awesome having you here. I'm going to put this on high speed so it can capture all of this fun. And tomorrow I will upload a short and I will link it at the end of this video to show you the finished product. This is so much fun, y'all. I can't wait for this to come out. So much fun. But y'all, until the next one, that's all we have today. Until then, happy gardening. Ta-ta for now. I'll see you soon. Enjoy this wonderful October weekend with your family and your friends. And I will see you soon. See you next time.